From 3-0 to 4-3, Teoscar Hernandez, amazing bomb.
You know, with this Dodger team, a lot has been said about the offense. A lot has been said about the starting pitching. A lot has been said about the defense. And then you look across the field and you see San Diego and you go, oh, their defense must be bad. No, they're right at the top in fielding percentage in Major League Baseball with the Dodgers. They're 1-2. But when it came down to the nuts and bolts, when those little things that happen, this is how this Dodger team wins the close games. They do the little things completely through the whole game. Yes, it was one swing from Teoscar and it was a big fly. But you know what? It was also one mistake by the Padres that opened the door.
Well, and I love your partner in crime up there, Joe Davis, right before Teoscar Hernandez's grand slam. He said it feels like that was a ticking time bomb with Teoscar. And sure enough, the very next pitch was the grand slam. Let's hear from Teo right now. He's standing by with Kirsten Watson.
Teoscar, last night you guys were down 6-0. Tonight, down 3-0. What is the feeling just amongst the team in the dugout when you guys are down, but clearly never out?
I mean, we never feel like we're down. We know what we're capable of. We know the team that we have. It only takes a good at-bat, get on base, and somebody's going to hit take the big swing. In this case, it was me.
Someone like you was going to take the big swing. Take me just into that at-bat on the first pitch. Is that what you were looking for?
Looking something in. Obviously, he was throwing really hard. Every pitch that he throws is really hard, so something middle in, just trying to put a good swing on it. He left a slider over the plate, and I just hit it out.
I don't think we've heard the stadium that loud, but on that grand slam, I know it's your first home run since coming off the IL, but what is it like when you're able to have a moment like this here at home in front of all these fans?
It's just the support that all the players have, I have, since I come back from the IL, doing my steam in the IL. You know, a lot of support from the fans, as always. So it's really good. Feels really good. I'm really happy, really glad that I'm here, and that I'll be able to do that in front of them.
And get the seeds everywhere. Teoscar, congratulations on that swing, and congratulations on this win tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What a great win for the Dodgers, and it all started for them offensively in the 7th inning. Through the first 6 innings, Jerry, Michael King was absolutely dominating them. He allowed just 2 base hits, a couple of singles. Dodgers didn't really have many scoring opportunities, really any scoring opportunities. Until that 7th, it's a walk, it's a single, and then Craig Stammen, their skipper, takes Michael King out of the game with only 75 pitches.
Well, you're right. Michael King was on his A game. He really shut this Dodger team down. But you got to remember, this Dodger offense, what we talked about in the pregame show, pass the baton. Great at bat there by Mookie Betts, and great job, Max Muncy shooting the hole. Now we got action. First and second, Stammen brings in the lefty. He induces the ground ball. This is really a tailor-made double play ball. Cronenworth, who's very sure-handed. He is a great defender. He rushed the play, trying to turn 2. Now Teoscar comes up, first pitch swinging. Gets the breaking ball to his liking. Grand slam. And, I mean, in an instant, the game flips.
You know, sometimes with hitters to get hot, you've got to get aggressive. You can't be up there just kind of looking and feeling your way through an at-bat. And Teoscar, even though he hadn't hit a home run yet since back from the IL, he stayed aggressive, he stayed in the strike zone, and he put a sweet swing on it. The Padres make one slip up. Teoscar made him seriously pay.
How many times have we seen Teoscar Hernandez come through in clutch moments, driving in runs, and there that grand slam that put the Dodgers in the lead for good. And then in the 9th inning, Oral, Tanner Scott strikes out the side. And let me be the first, if it hasn't been mentioned yet, we need to start talking about Tanner Scott for the All-Star game. You look at his numbers, the ERA is 2. He has 45 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 blown save all year. This is a guy who wasn't going to even be the closer when the year started because of Edwin Diaz, and he's been slamming the door.
Yeah, and this Dodger bullpen has been outstanding throughout the whole year, right? So every time a reliever comes in the game and does a good job, and now all of a sudden the last guy in there has to finish it off. It's like people putting weight on your shoulders. The offense has done it. The offense has come back. The offense has got him enough runs. The bullpen, his teammates out there have each done their job, and now all that weight goes on your shoulders, and he has performed unbelievably with that weight.
We always talk about certain guys being like a team MVP. Certainly there's a bunch of them. Obviously Shohei Ohtani is Shohei Ohtani. But if you look at the bullpen has been outstanding. When Edwin Diaz went down, the guy that we signed to be our wipeout closer, which he is, he's a superstar, but then he gets hurt, he's on the IL. Tanner Scott instantly is really thrust in that role. He has been lights out. I just love his makeup. Understand, you know what happened last year? That was an anomaly. I'm going to come back here, pumping strikes, and then when I get to 0-2, 1-2, I'm going to put guys away. He has been elite, and you're right, John. He should be mentioned in the All-Star conversation.
And what did Dave Roberts say when he was sitting right here when we had Dodger Fest? And he said he felt like Tanner Scott was going to be on a mission this year, Oral. I would say that was very prophetic because the Tanner Scott we're seeing this year is the guy we saw a couple years ago in a Padres uniform.
Well, I saw clear eyes in spring training. I got to put the uniform on in spring training for a couple different weeks. And when I was around him and you talk to him, it was a sane person. You can tell when somebody's home. You can tell when somebody's faking it out. There's not that intention and that integrity in their words. And there was a lot of intention. There was a lot of integrity. And it was relaxed. But there was intent to what he was going to try and accomplish in spring training. And then all of a sudden, he's getting the ball and doing the job in the kind of the setup role in different places, and they kind of brought him along. But when the injury happened, all of a sudden that focus and that responsibility went up, and he has been fabulous.
I'm sure he went back in the offseason and he saw the video. He went back and looked at what he did. For the majority of the season, he was getting 0-2 on guys.
Right.
0-2, 1-2, and then he'd make a pitch right down the middle when guys are in swing mode, and then he gets hurt. I'm sure he told himself, man, I would take that all day long, get to 1-2, 0-2. Yep. Now, if I could just continue executing my pitches when I was getting to 1-2, 0-2, do that the same way, I'm going to get swing and miss and weak contact. And he's taken that information this offseason, and he has applied it this season.
All three batters that we saw in the ninth tonight, what we see, we saw a chase slider to the first guy. We saw one right at the edge of the bottom of the zone and the second guy on the outer half. And then to Tatis, he just lit him up. He just lit him up down there. You know, sometimes tonight the target was up, but he was so locked in on either side of the plate down, he didn't even try to throw the ball up.
45 strikeouts, only 3 walks all season, an ERA of 2. That's all-star caliber stuff we've seen from Tanner Scott. Right now, let's set it upstairs. Check in one final time with Joe Davis and Jessica Mendoza.
One huge comeback last night, one huge swing for the comeback tonight. Teoscar Hernandez, a grand slam to win it 4-3.
It was a much different night offensively. I mean, Michael King was dealing early in this game, and they got him out of the game, got into that Padres bullpen, and Teoscar Hernandez, I mean, a grand slam, being able to capitalize, especially only 5 hits, 4 runs, but it was 4 runs in one swing.
The biggest mismatch in this series is where you figure the biggest advantage would be for the Padres. That's been the bullpens. The Dodger pen has given up 1 in 9 innings. Padres pen's given up 10 in this series.
It's also crazy. I mean, we've not seen Mason Miller in the series last week, and now 2 nights. You thought he was going to come into this one, but Morejon gives up that grand slam, does not give an opportunity. And you're right. The Padres, the one thing they've had going is that bullpen, but not in this series.
All right, so the Dodgers take the first 2. They've won 9 of their last 11. Now lead the Padres by 14 games in the West.
And doing it from come-from-behind fashion for the second straight night of this 4-game series and a season-long 10-game homestand. Let's get to the Friday night highlights on another beautiful day at Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. Shohei Ohtani on the mound and DH with Dalton rushing behind the plates. Didn't start off well, Oral. He walks Fernando Tatis Jr. on 4 pitches and would walk Jake Cronenworth as well.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little time when you go from the bullpen to the mound, and tonight for Shohei, he didn't find his rhythm early. The first 6 pitches of the game were all balls.
So 2 on, nobody out. Manny Machado steps in, Jerry, and settling down at least a little bit here with the strikeout.
Yeah, great movement on that fastball. That sinker at 97 miles an hour. He couldn't find that 4-seamer early. He went to the sinker, changes his grip a little bit. Great release point.
But next hitter is Gavin Sheets, and he lines one to right field for a base hit, and the Padres are on the board.
Well, when you're getting the ball up a little bit, you get away with some mistakes, but that's usually the heater up. But the breaking ball up, it usually gets hit.
Ty France up there, first and third. That's actually a big strikeout. Can't put it in play to get the runner in from third. And then Jackson Merrill's going to follow, Jerry, and next thing you know, Shohei punches out the side.
Great job by Shohei Ohtani. Oh, you know that, especially in that first inning where you don't kind of feel it, limit the damage. He did that in that inning.
The top of the second, 1 out, nobody on. It's his 4th strikeout.
Well, we've raised the bar so high, or he's raised the bar so high for himself, and he's not pinpoint tonight, but he was solid enough to really get some outs and really keep the team in the game.
It's Rodolfo Duran as well. That's 5 Ks through 2. And then in the third inning, it's Tatis Jr. leading it off, and it's another strikeout.
Really good sweeper. He really started to get that sweeper working in the second and that third inning. It looks like it's going to stay in the zone. It's tight, and it darts out.
Next batter, Cronenworth. Foul tip and hung on. 7 strikeouts through 3.
As we watch these highlights, we see he's very edgy. He was edgy on the other side with the breaking ball, now with the fastball on that side.
Manny Machado to Max Muncy. Beautiful play.
Great job. Max Muncy setting his feet. Just give Freddie Freeman a long hop. Very intelligent play.
Bottom of the third, Michael King was absolutely dominant early for the Padres. Gets Alex Freeland. It's 9 up, 9 down.
The sinker changeup combination was locked in.
Yes.
Top of the fourth, Jackson Merrill, 2 outs. And hits a solo shot to make it 2-0.
And Show will tell you himself, you get behind an account 2-0, you give in with a heater. Guys like Jackson Merrill will time it up and drive it out of the ballpark.
Well, Shohei knows how this feels, right? To be in a hitter's count.
Yeah.
To get a pitch there, he's got that kind of pop, too.
Top of the fifth, runner on first with 1 out. Tatis chases the high heater.
Good running fastball up in the zone. Getting Tatis to chase.
Runners on the corners for the Padres with 2 outs in this inning. Shohei in a little bit of a jam, but he's able to get Machado to hit one right to Muncy.
That is not an easy play there. Max Muncy, outstanding job. We call that smothering it. Make sure you have it. Use the guante or your entire body. Nice play.
2-0, bottom 5. King facing Max Muncy.
Oh, man.
That is so nasty.
When he's on, he reminds you of Jake Arrieta. That crossfire delivery, great movement on the fastball, really good changeup there and breaking ball.
5 scoreless at that point. 6th inning, 1 out, nobody on. Shohei gets Ty France.
I love the way he moves on the rubber from the windup. From the stretch tonight, it was a little different, a little collapse, but when he's on with the windup, it's dominant.
That's Xander Bogaerts with a 2-out double. It's going to score Merrill all the way from first to make it 3-0.
Well, this is a pitch from the stretch, and he does a little collapse with his knee and kind of loses his height, and then the fastball comes in a lot more level than having angle to it.
So Shohei, the pitch count up there on his 110th pitch of the night. He gets Duran to pop up to Freddie Freeman. So Shohei gets through 6. It's actually a quality start. 3 runs allowed. Bottom of the 6th. Dodgers need some runs, though. Freddie Freeman representing the tying run against King.
Freddie picked on a low fastball for a base hit to right in the at-bat before, and they had a visit, and they went first pitch changeup, got him out front in the rollover.
Still nothing across against King. We go to the 7th. Dodgers down 3-0. Kyle Hurd comes in first and second, 1 out. And he gets Gavin Sheets. The ground into the double play.
You love that, especially the second baseman. It kind of leads you to your shortstop. 4-6-3 double play.
Bottom of the 7th, Michael King walks Mookie Betts to start it, and then Max Muncy reaches with a base hit.
The lefties did not go oppo against King, but they did a good job in pulling the ball, hitting 1 and 2 hoppers over there in that hole.
King taken out at just 75 pitches. Adrian Morehone comes in, and he does the job. He gets Kyle Tucker to hit a routine double play ball that Cronenworth boots.
Yeah, Cronenworth is as sure-handed as it comes. I know this is really eating at him because all he did was rush it.
Should have been the same double play the Dodgers turn with Freeland starting it with the nice momentum feed to second base, but the ball never gets in the glove. No change.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, Tucker can run, but he's not Ichiro getting down the line. He just rushed his play, and then first pitch breaking ball. Teoscar Hernandez is all over it. Teo Granny.
His 6th career grand slam. What a shot. Stadium was going nuts. Just like that. Flips the score. Dodgers up 4-3.
Definitely the loudest moment of the night here in the stadium. Teo, there's not a bigger smile in the ballpark than the one that he put on after this hit. But boy, did he make the fans happy.
It is great to have Teoscar Hernandez healthy and back.
Top of the 8th. Dodgers now with a 1-run lead. Edgardo Enriquez continues to look really good on the mound.
We talk about a kid that has turned the corner. I mean, his confidence, hitters see it. He is determined. I'm coming after you with my best stuff.
A 1-2-3 8th, and then Tanner Scott in the 9th. All he's going to do is strike out the side. He gets Samad Taylor to begin it, and then he's going to get Andujar and Tatis Jr. looking.
Yep, pinch hitter, and then Tatis, one with a back foot slider, one with the low fastball, and then he went back-to-back sliders to Tatis to finish him off.
I love that quick pitch right there. Quick pitch, freeze him.
And it's a win for the Dodgers again. 4-3 is the final. They are now 58-31. Kyle Hurt gets the win in relief. Tanner Scott his 12th save. Shohei went 6 innings on the mound, gave up 3 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Teoscar Hernandez 1 for 4 with his 8th home run. Of course, it was the grand slam. Max Muncy 1 for 3 with a walk. Let's see what's coming up on the calendar. 8 games left in this 10-game homestand, the longest of the season. We've got fireworks tomorrow night on the 4th of July. Sunday's game at 4 o'clock on NBC. Monday, the Rockies will be in town. Freddie Freeman walk-off bobblehead night on Monday. Hawaiian shirt night Tuesday. Wednesday is Shohei's greatest game bobblehead part 2. And then next Friday, you see the Diamondbacks will be here. Except for Sunday's game, all of these right here on Sportsnet LA. Shohei Ohtani struck out 9 tonight. He'll be heading to the All-Star game as the starting designated hitter. We've got plenty of reaction coming up as the Dodgers have won 9 of their last 11 games. Access Sportsnet Dodgers is brought to you by Mercury Insurance.
Want to protect your car? Switch to Mercury. Want to protect your identity? Think twice before you share personal information.
My mother's maiden name? Oh, I know this one. It's Mercury.
Ford's 4th of July Sell-a-thon is on. As America celebrates its 250th birthday, Ford offers some of their biggest deals of the year. But you only have until Monday to stack special offers on top of employee pricing. This is your final chance to pay what we pay. Now with employee pricing in your trade-in, lease the built Ford Tough F-150 for $349 a month. Or lease the Rugged Explorer for $319 a month. These deals are going fast. Hurry in today. The Ford 4th of July Sell-a-thon ends Monday.
I love you.
Don't say it. Feed him. Here, eat more. I can feel myself changing. I've become my auntie. Have you eaten yet?
We do this like men.
Fine. Like men.
I have a delivery here. Okay. You guys have fun.
Oh.
Excuse me? Sorry.
For Olive?
Yeah, thanks.
First time in the city?
Yeah, I moved for school.
It's a lot right now, but you'll be fine.
Hey, my daughter got Camper of the Week.
Wow, that's a big deal.
We got a big deal, too. Right, Mom?
Okay. See that brand new Hyundai Santa Fe over there? We only paid.
Listen, Pat.
Nice. Enjoy your new car.
Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days or 1.9% APR for 72 months on select models. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Traditions aren't just about the past. They're about the future. A legacy that grows because it's always moving forward. Every journey, a new story. One tradition that evolves with us. Every step along the way. Even as things change, what connects us stays the same. The 2026 Los Angeles Dodgers on Sportsnet LA.
Jerry, the Carl's Jr. moment of the game, you know what it is.
I'll tell you what, to have Teoscar Hernandez in this mix, in this lineup, is something special. We know Teoscar always comes up clutch, down 3-0. After that pitch, Dodgers ahead 4-3 for good. Teoscar, do your thing.
What a blast by Teo, his 6th career Grand Slam. It made the Dodgers 4-3 winners over the Padres. Right now, let's head inside and hear from Shohei Ohtani speaking with Kirsten and the media.
Shohei, first, it's not typical we see you come out of the game late. Was there a reason just that Miguel Rojas pinch hit for you late in the game?
ピンチヒッターを送られた理由としては何かありましたか？
バイセップスちょっと気になるところがあったので、最後の打席の後ですかね。はい、大事を取ってっていう感じですかね。
Yeah, more precautionary reason. I was a little concerned with my biceps with the last at bat that I took.
When you look at just the stuff on the mound right now, ultimately the numbers really have been excellent. But I know, you are someone who wants the best. How do you just assess a night when you have the strikeouts, but you do have some of that hard contact there?
成績自体悪くなかったですけども、球のスタッフとして良かったですし、ちょっと今日みたいな試合を振り返ってみてどう思ってますか？
いいところと悪いところありながら、6回まず投げて、それなりになんていうんですかね、まだ勝てる希望を残しながらゲームを残したっていう感じじゃないかなと思います。
Yeah, I think I did the bare minimum, which is to get through 6, give the team the chance to win, still keep the game in check. But there were some good and some bad in there.
Clear, was it your right biceps? And then did you sort of feel it on a specific swing?
右腕、右のバイセプスなのかと、で、何かスイングで感じたものなのか。
右のバイセプスですね。はい。1ヶ月2ヶ月前ぐらいも練習でちょっとなったんですけど、その時は比較的早くよくはなったので、今回もそうじゃないかなとは思ってます。
Yeah, it's my right biceps. It's the same location that I, felt a couple months ago. And it went away relatively quickly, so I expect that to happen again.
A couple months ago, did you only feel it when you swung, or did you also feel it when you were throwing?
2ヶ月前はスイングで感じたのか、それとも投げて、
スイングですね。はい。その時はそのまま出ましたけど。はい。
On the swing, I did feel it, but I was able to play through it.
Just to be clear, do you expect to be in there tomorrow, and do you expect it to affect your next start at all?
そういう試合出ますか？で、登板に影響しますか？次のピッチングの。
まず今夜明日と様子を見て、今日勝ったのすごく大きいと思いますし、少しこのチーム的には余裕が出てるとは思うので、明日出るかどうかっていうのはもう監督の判断になるかなと思います。
It was big that we won, but it's going to ultimately be up to the manager to see what he feels.
Last one, guys. Do you feel good enough to be in the lineup tomorrow with your bicep?
出たいなら出そうですか？
いつでも出れるなら出たいと思ってますし、いつも言ってますよ、万全の状態でばっかり出れるわけではないので、はい、常に出たい気持ちはもちろんありますね。
I can always play, and my desire is to always play, and yeah, I feel I feel good enough to be able to do so.
Yeah, we knew that something was going on with Shohei Ohtani when Miguel Rojas did pinch hit for him late in this game. And then we find out he felt a little something in his biceps, more precautionary than anything. But what's your level of concern for a pitcher if he's feeling anything at all in the biceps?
Well, I think that when you're talking about the bicep, you're talking about stuff that is related in that area, and you go with that up. It's kind of a radiating pain sometimes. But what I saw mainly being as a poker player looking at Shohei do his interviews, you can tell the facial expressions there's some worry there. There was no expressions changing. It was just kind of flatlining and giving answers and solid answers. He also said that he wants to play, meaning he's kind of hurt. Everybody's kind of hurt. It's injured you worry about, but everybody plays a little bit hurt. And he said he felt it on a swing. Okay, you're feeling it on a swing, but you're still able to go out there and pitch. For me, it's a nagging thing. You hope it doesn't lead to something stronger than that. But right now, he seems like a guy who's like, I got to take care of this, and they're at least giving him a day off tomorrow.
Here's the thing. Oral, that is a great perception of Show because he does have that great poker face. He doesn't want to let on, certainly not the media, certainly not the 29 other teams that he's going to be playing against. When you're dealing with that type of bicep, and you're right, it's up at the top of the shoulder and it leaks to your bicep. Position players get it as well. You get it sometimes if you're a right-handed hitter on your bottom hand, especially if you're a guy that finishes high. Shohei Ohtani finishes with that bottom hand. That's his throwing hand. So he's violent this way and violent that way. So sometimes that get irritated, agitated, and there be some soreness. When it starts to leak in your bicep, now you got to really take a step back. I'm glad that they're giving him a day off tomorrow, and I would make sure possibly give him 2 days off. You want this thing to calm down because you don't want this small issue to become a big issue, especially when we're getting ready to head into the All-Star break. So Shohei Ohtani, we all know, is vital to our team. You got to make sure you let this calm down, even if it takes 2 or 3 days. You always remember, Shohei Ohtani is going to want to play. Like Clayton Kershaw, sometimes you got to save him from himself. That's all I'm going to say there.
And because of where we are at in the schedule and the All-Star break coming up, he was only going to make one more start before the All-Star break. Jerry, you could feasibly, if you wanted, if you're the Dodgers, skip his next start against the Diamondbacks, then have the All-Star break, and he could have a full 2 weeks off before he pitches again. If it's an issue.
If it's an issue. And I think Earl could speak on this a whole lot better than me as being a starting pitcher, but I will say this. Listen, if he was chasing Cy Young and if he was right now the #1, you may push him a little bit, but right now that is not the case. Let's be honest. The most important thing, no matter what, is what? Three-peating. That is the most important thing to show. That's the most important thing in this Dodger organization. So we have a nice, healthy league in the division. Why push him? Why? This is a time to take a step back, and I would skip him one start, and Shoki can be mad at me all he wants. He can, that's fine, he can yell at me. But I would skip him. That is my opinion. Why push it? Why risk it? Because, Earl, you know this. If it starts with the shoulder and maybe it leaks with the bicep, maybe that starts to put pressure on what? The elbow, right? You never know, because when we talk about injuries, sometimes you try to protect yourself from that stuff that's irritating you and you injure something else.
Well, we're making educated guesses.
Right.
Educated guesses are kind of blind, but we are talking from experience. So the fact that in the interviews with Dave Roberts and Shohei, that there is some admitting that there's some bicep irritation. Irritation is usually swelling. There's usually some inflammation there that the different nerves and different things are not tracking correctly through the bones or the different areas they have to go. You want to give it a day so that you can calm that down. And you're going to calm it down with ice and stim, and you're going to help think those nerves are moving correctly and the irritation goes away. Once you get that to go away, now you have the risk and reward of when do we now take it back to activity, and is it ready for activity again? Full strength, not just I'm able to play, but full strength. And I think Jerry makes a good point. And the Dodgers have always kind of gone on the conservative route when they have this big a lead, when they know they're going to play in October, and they know it's one of their key individuals that has to be healthy then. So I know they will make a really good decision.
Well, biceps and all, he still threw 110 pitches in this game, Morrill. It's still a quality start for him. What did you see from him in this outing tonight against San Diego?
Well, now we have rose-colored glasses to really kind of look at the K-zone and understand why at times he was a little bit inconsistent. So we saw Shohei Ohtani at its best with some pitches. We saw him be very edgy with 98 miles an hour of velocity. We also saw him where maybe he didn't get completely loose for the first 6 pitches of the beginning of the game, and he walks a couple of guys and the table gets set. But then all of a sudden, when the adrenaline hits and he got into jams, he did a very good job eliminating the damage. He didn't throw a shutout, but it was a quality start. 6 innings and three runs only. But you could just tell from me that we see a passionate, aggressive facial expression, celebrations out there when he is really on his game. And tonight at times for me, the body language said, I'm just getting through this and I'm doing the best I can and I'm gutting it out again. And we actually described him as gutting it out in the past in some other outings in this last 4-start stretch.
I'm going to say this. Listen, this generation doesn't get enough credit as we continue to see Shohei Ohtani continue giving us a chance to win. Like you mentioned, now that we know after the interview, he was dealing with something, and he had a quality start. Yep. He had a quality start against a really good Padre team that's familiar with him. These young guys, this generation, I say young guys because I'm a little older now, they don't get enough credit. They are tough as nails. They want to play every day. Most of them want to play every day, and it's really the manager and it's really the staff that keeps them from playing every single day, a la Freddie Freeman. Shohei Ohtani, you saw the look on his face. No matter what, I'm going to go out there and give my team a chance to win, even though I don't feel my best. This kid is tough as nails, man. We saw him last year or the year before in the World Series when his shoulder was about to fall off. He wanted to be out there with his team. So again, this kid is tough as nails, and there's a lot of guys in this generation don't get enough credit for being that tough.
And Dave Roberts has already decided Shohei is not going to be in the lineup as the DH. He announced that a short time ago. We will hear from Dave Roberts coming up. But it's the 4th of July, not until tomorrow. Tonight it was Teoscar Hernandez bringing the fireworks himself with his 6th career Grand Slam. We are going to hear from the skipper coming up next.
The perfect song for Carl's Jr. Sourdough Star. Get it for just $5.99. So repeat after us. The real Sourdough Star. Just $5.99, only at Carl's Jr.
Geico helps tailor your coverage to fit your business and bottom line. So, Greg, how good does it feel to save on your commercial auto insurance with Geico?
As good as having a great hammer.
You can't touch this. Hammer time! Break it down!
We just put it up.
It feels good to get your savings on.
He's very helpful.
It feels good to Geico.
Can't touch this.
Summer is a gift. A gift of days that last a little longer. A brighter state of mind. So look out for these stickers and gift yourself a new Kia during the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event, where every SUV and sedan comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus $750 retail bonus cash on specially tagged 2026 Sorrento and Sportage vehicles.
Hit the road, Jack. The perfect song for Carl's Jr. Sourdough Star. Get it for just $5.99. So repeat after us.
Hit the road, Jack.
The real Sourdough Star. Just $5.99, only at Carl's Jr.
Traditions aren't just about the past. They're about the future. A legacy that grows because it's always moving forward. Every journey, a new story. One tradition that evolves with us. Every step along the way. Even as things change, what connects us stays the same. The 2026 Los Angeles Dodgers on Sportsnet LA.
We asked women one simple question. What makes a man a gentleman?
A gentleman always pays for dinner, always.
A gentleman looks like they put in some effort. They can't have just rolled out of bed.
A gentleman always holds open the door. It's just good manners.
A gentleman saves himself for marriage.
These days, being a gentleman can be challenging, but smelling like one, that's easy.
Wow. Ugh, that's what a gentleman smells like, okay?
Yep, that's it.
What are you doing tonight?
If he smells this good, he's got my attention.
Gravite. Visit trygravite.com. Use the promo code on your screen to get 25% off.
Can I keep this guy?
Trygravite.com.
Dodgers had 14 strikeouts tonight. That means tomorrow you can go to Jack in the Box. Get yourself a free Jumbo Jack with the purchase of a large drink at an LA area location. Tonight it was Shohei Ohtani carrying most of the load. He took care of that number of 7 by himself as he punched out 9 San Diego Padres. Dodgers come from behind to win it 4-3. Let's head inside and hear from the skipper, Dave Roberts, with the media.
Yeah, it was precautionary.
just kind of tightened up on the bicep, so he's not going to DH tomorrow. So we'll give him a day to fully recover, treat it up, and then at that point in time, we'll just go from there.
Sherry experienced this a few months ago. When you kind of just look at this injury, I know you just said Sherry from tomorrow, but do you feel like it has any impact anywhere else moving forward?
I don't know. I don't think so. He's dealt with it before. He's a quick healer and finds a way to get back. But I do think that for us to read and react and to kind of hear what his body is telling him is really important. And given the toll that, it takes on his body to be a two-way player.
Dave, Shohei said that this was something that he had felt a couple months ago, but that it went away relatively quickly. Around what time of the season was that?
You know what? It was so benign that I didn't hear about it until tonight. So I would assume that he hasn't missed much time, and that's the first I've heard of it. So it didn't take him out of playing.
Dave, on a night like tonight, when he throws 110 pitches, is the knee also a little bit of a concern?
No. Tonight the knee wasn't of all, and even to be honest with you, is that the bicep didn't bother him while throwing. It was when he took his last swing. So the knee didn't bother him at all tonight.
What did you see him like totally?
I thought tonight, just the first inning initially, just didn't have command. You walk the first two guys, and then you start to kind of figure some things out, and then obviously the home run by Merrill, and then in that sixth inning, it just got a little bit, he leaves a sinker up, and Bogarts hits it the other way for a double. 2 outs gone, first base. So good outing, but I think again, where with Shohei, the stuff that he has, he's just got to be more efficient to be able to get into that 7th inning. And the last few starts, he just hasn't given himself a chance.
What do you think of the way he and Dalton worked together?
I thought they were fine. I thought they did a good job. They seemed to be on the same page tonight.
This was one of the more emphatic swings and reactions we've seen from Teo this season. What does him having him back and healthy, how does that help elongate the depth of your lineup?
It elongates and the depth of our lineup. Obviously, I think Teo, he's missed a lot of time recently, and so for him to get back and contribute, there's a lot of built-up kind of anxiousness and anticipation to do something to help us win. So that was a big hit. Morehomes, had our number for quite some time and left a slider middle and took a really good swing.
How would you rate the bat flip?
You know what? Honestly, I was watching the ball, so I didn't see the bat flip. Was it a good one? Nice. Good for him. It's a big win.
Yeah, what a shot by Teoscar Hernandez. We heard Dave Roberts also reiterating that Shohei Ohtani is not going to be in the lineup, Jerry, tomorrow because being a two-way player, it takes a lot out of him. And you can see Shohei really grinding through this game tonight, and also gave us more about the right bicep and said it's something that was an issue earlier this season, but it was so benign that Dave Roberts didn't even know about it until tonight. And it only bothered him when he was swinging and not necessarily pitching. What did you think about that?
Well, I think that is a positive if it only bothers him as a hitter, because obviously when you're throwing a baseball, you're throwing 100 miles an hour, and then you're trying to shape breaking balls, throw the split. That is a good thing where it doesn't bother him throwing. You got to remember, Shohei Ohtani, when he lets it eat in the batter's box, he lets it fly, and he finishes high. That's the most important thing in this thing. He finishes high with that lead arm, his throwing arm, and that can affect his shoulder. So I'm glad he's going to take a spot day tomorrow, let it calm down, get treatment, ice stem, whatever you need, and see how he feels the next day. And if it's still kind of bothered him, there's nothing wrong with taking another day. And I said it earlier. Listen, Shohei Ohtani, he's doing something that really has never been done before. Babe Ruth was a pitcher, hit a little bit, and then he became an elite hitter. He didn't pitch anymore. Shohei Ohtani is doing both at the same time at this level, at this stage. So, again, you got to be careful with Shohei Ohtani, and we know this. He's vital to our ball club. So, Dodgers training staff, Dodger brass, and including Shohei Ohtani, they're going to do the smart thing. And if he's not ready to go in a couple days, take a couple of days. But make sure when he does hit the field, he's 100%.
The history of the Dodger decisions around Shohei this year, when he plays, when he pitches, is he going to hit? When he pitches, he's not going to hit. Whether is he going to play tomorrow, or is he going to take a day off before the off day and then be ready to come back? He went into this start with an extra couple of days. We have no idea why. Now you come out of the start, and it's a quick decision that he's not playing tomorrow. So there is some more evidence about, you know what, tomorrow our decision is this. And they have done this flexible decision-making throughout the year with Shohei because they want to gather as much evidence as possible as far as figuring out rest going into a start, rest coming out of a start, rest or being on an at-bat when you're hitting compared to when you're pitching, all the different things. But there was enough evidence after this game and Miguel Rojas hitting for him that we knew, or they knew, tomorrow's an off day.
Yeah, usually err on the side of caution, especially when you're at game 89 in the season. You need Shohei healthy for the stretch run and into October. We've got more reaction coming up here from Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium, where there's always something special going on. We saw a one-piece drone show last night. Tonight, a Disney-themed drone show. Tomorrow night, fireworks on the 4th. More reaction coming up. Access Sportsnet Dodgers is brought to you in part by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Good times.
It's your moment. The views. The people. That's a recipe for a loving moment. Right now, it's the only moment. The seafood. The wine, the steak and lobster. Cielo at Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times.
Jack, tell me one core value you live by.
Good things come to those who order my much better deals for $4.99. Choose between a Junior Jumbo Jack meal or Junior Chicken Sandwich meal. Some say be the change. I say keep the change.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Progress is always the goal. Game recognizes game. The summer of Audi is here. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer during the Summer of Audi sales event.
Is your mattress giving you aches and pains? At Mattress Firm, our sleep experts can match you with a more supportive mattress like Sealy Posturepedic with targeted support to help relieve those nagging aches. And right now, save up to $700. Mattress Firm, we make sleep easy.
Traditions aren't just about the past. They're about the future. A legacy that grows because it's always moving forward. Every journey, a new story. One tradition that evolves with us every step along the way.
Taking a little breather. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Chevy drivers across America will do a lot in the next 5 years. But one thing they won't do is pay interest on their new Chevy. Just announced, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500, Equinox, and Trax models, with no payments until after Labor Day. Because you've earned this summer. Now it's time to go get it.
That's the day, Chevrolet.
Unos tacos watching the game? Delicious. But if you have them with Pepsi, it's like scoring a last-minute golazo de chilena para ganar la final contra el equipo de tu novio.
¿Cómo se puede describir?
Simplemente sabe mejor.
I taught for 20 years, but I started forgetting my lectures.
Eventually, he had to quit. The early Alzheimer's diagnosis allowed us to take control of the situation.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Dodgers come from behind to beat the San Diego Padres for the second straight night. Let's go inside the clubhouse and hear from Dalton Rushing with Kirsten and the media.
Dalton, I know after just the last time you and Shohei worked with each other, there was just so much talk afterwards about you guys getting back on track. Can you just kind of tell me, as you guys navigated through their lineup, and kind of what the feeling was amongst you two, and how you were able just to kind of find the ways to be efficient when need be, and also to get the strikeout when need be?
Yeah, I thought he'd take the 2 walks in the first out of it. It's hard to get out of that kind of situation. I thought he did a good job throughout the game. These guys saw him just a week and a half ago. Speaking as a hitter, you kind of have a better idea of what guys are trying to do to you over the course of facing a guy twice in a week. But I thought he threw the ball really well. I thought he gave us a chance to win. King was throwing the ball really well tonight. Made it tough for us to put up runs. Luckily, we got a big swing out of Teo, and it was enough to do it. But I thought Shohei threw the ball really well tonight.
Everyone, and even yourself, talked about how you could use last week as a learning experience. How did you find just now coming out of this outing, and kind of how you two were able to kind of communicate with each other, work with each other, and also just like get back on track together?
Yeah, it's kind of like a boost of confidence. You feel as if you guys are on the same page throughout the whole night. And like I said, obviously you take those 2 walks in the first out of it, and I think he had a very quality start. He gave us a chance to win, and that's all we ask out of our starting pitchers every time.
Ohtani said last time when he started calling his own pitches that he kind of wanted to show you what he likes to do. How much better do you feel you understand what he likes to do now?
Yeah, I thought tonight I had a good idea of what he was trying to do. Thought we were on the same page a lot tonight, and obviously that once again is a boost of confidence moving forward. He's not an easy guy to call for, but also he's who he is for a reason, yeah, I'm glad we were on the same page for most of the night, and look forward to his next one.
What makes him challenging to call for?
There's a lot of pitches that are really good, a lot of options. Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it.
Just to confirm, were you calling over the pitches tonight?
Majority, yes. Yes.
How tough is it to sort of game plan inning by inning with him, especially because, unlike a traditional pitcher, you're not really, sitting with him in the dugout. You don't really have this time in between innings.
Yeah, it's tough. We have to lean on Mark a little bit for translation. Obviously, Will helping out with translation, but Mark just kind of communicated between the two of us. It makes it a little tougher, obviously, but I think he does a great job with it. And like I said, I thought we were on the same page a lot tonight.
Big reason why the Dodgers won last night's game, Orel, after being down 6-0. Yes, the offense had 12 runs, but the bullpen came in and really slammed the door, and they kept the Padres where they were at. Tonight, Shohei gave up those 3 runs in the through 6 innings. Then you have Kyle Hurt, Edgardo Enriquez, Tanner Scott gave up nothing the rest of the way.
The bullpen this series, which has only been 2 games, but there's 2 more against the Padres, and right now the bullpen is winning the battle against the Padre bullpen. They've given up 10 runs out of their pen. The Dodgers have only given up 1 run out of their pen, and they had a huge lead, and that was yesterday's game. But the thing that's really impressive about a hot bullpen, in today's generation, when starters are going 5 and 6, you got to have 3 and 4 guys have a good night to get a bullpen to give you all zeros. So to stay hot is one thing as an individual. Yeah. To stay hot as a whole pen, that is ridiculous consistency. Josh Bard in the bullpen and all the guys down there, they are getting ready, they're staying locked in, and they're putting up zeros.
We talk about our offense being relentless and not giving up. Our bullpen is just like that. Down 3-0, it doesn't matter. We get the ball, we're coming in there, and we're going to put up a zero. We're going to make sure we give our team a chance to come back. They have done that really all year long. We saw it last night. We saw it again tonight. Hurt, put up a zero. Enriquez, who has been outstanding. He's getting better and better. It's fun to see. And obviously, Tanner Scott should be ticketed for the All-Star game, giving this team a chance to win. They came back and won it.
Every pregame show, we go over the offensive lineup, and we look at it, and we've watched it flex throughout the whole year. Paz is now hitting second. Teo's now in there. Tommy Edmonds is hitting down in the bottom of the order. We saw Muncy near the bottom of the order. When you look at this bullpen and the workload, they all come in different innings.
Yeah.
There's no ego about what role or what portion of the lineup. It has just come in. We've seen Vesia in the 5th, and we've seen Vesia in the 9th, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing that these guys are all like, this is about winning, this is about a team, and this is about our bullpen.
Doesn't this go back to some of it being Dave Roberts? We talked about him after the 1,000th career win, Orel, how he's able to take guys who have accomplished a lot in this game, who have egos, and he gets buy-in from all of them.
The baseball front office and Dave Roberts and the coaching staff has really won the battle of being a Dodger, and the front on the here means more than the back.
Yeah.
So you know what? they're playing for the front all the time.
There's a legendary manager. I think you played for him.
Yeah.
Said the same thing.
Tomas Lasorda.
Tomas.
All right, Yoshinobu Yamamoto is going to start Game 3 of this 4-game series against the Padres tomorrow night. We'll have some final thoughts and look ahead to that matchup next.
Greatness doesn't happen by chance. It's the result of endless drive. The will to push beyond all limits. And then push beyond yourself. Find your drive at the BMW Ultimate Sales Event on now. Lease the BMW X5 for $839 per month.
At Ace, we know not all paint is created equal. So to do it right, start with exceptional paint that's designed to last. Only Ace has this collection of premium brands like Benjamin Moore, Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines, and Clark & Kensington. And your local Ace has premium service and quality paint that stand up to the test of time. With gallons of paint like Royal, starting at only $29.99. And right now, buy a gallon of Clark & Kensington or Royal paint and get the second one 50% off.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
We invited passionate soccer fans to push Nissan vehicles to the limit, just like they do with their teams. Further proof that the Nissan lineup is tested and trusted by the toughest. Hurry in to bring home a winning offer at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Get 0% APR on select model trims for well-qualified buyers, or get $4,500 customer cash on select Rogue or Frontier trims.
Traditions aren't just about the past. They're about the future. A legacy that grows because it's always moving forward. Every journey, a new story. One tradition that evolves with us every step along the way.
Tired of wasting your money on products that just don't work? That's why new Nugenix Total T2 lets you try before you buy. Just text to claim your complimentary sample. Nugenix Total T2. It's the next generation testosterone booster that sends nitric oxide levels skyrocketing in just 3 hours. Feel leaner, stronger, and ready for anything with more energy and drive. Prove it to yourself. Text SEEK to 321-321. Do it now, and we'll also send you a bottle of our newest fat burner, Thermo X, absolutely free.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-279-8123. That's 1-800-279-8123 or go to vacutrim.com.
I taught for 20 years, but I started forgetting my lectures.
Eventually, he had to quit. The early Alzheimer's diagnosis allowed us to take control of the situation.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
All right, Yoshinobu Yamamoto is going to get the start tomorrow on the 4th of July. Beat the Padres in his last start. Oral, he's going to try to do the same against them tomorrow.
I wouldn't want to be the Padres to have 2 comeback losses, and now Yamamoto's coming at you, your ace. Really, this guy has been fantastic his last 7 starts. Keep it going.
We're going to have fireworks tomorrow night. Hopefully, Yamamoto provides fireworks with his arm. Dodgers fireworks with a bat. And listen, this place is electric every night. It's going to be electric tomorrow night.
Fingers crossed and prayers for Shohei.
Yeah.
Let's hope we get good news tomorrow.
Shohei Ohtani will not be in the lineup for Game 3 of this 4-game series tomorrow. For Jerry, Oral, and Kirsten, I'm John. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow on the 4th pregame at 6 o'clock on Sportsnet LA.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vin Scully.
come on, it's just me. Thank you. Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good evening to you. Welcome to my Thanksgiving, because that is what this is all about. When I was 8 years old, I fell in love with the roar of a football crowd coming out of a speaker on an old four-legged radio. When you roar, for a brief moment, I'm 8 years old again. It's time for Dodger baseball.
Spectrum Sportsnet LA presents a special episode of Backstage Dodgers, remembering legendary broadcaster Vin Scully. Over his 67 years as a Dodger announcer, Scully's inimitable style, passion for the game, and compelling stories made him a fan favorite. Toward the end of his penultimate season in the Dodger booth, Vin's family was on hand to help celebrate an amazing milestone.
When Vin turned into his 65th year, I started looking around and doing some research, and I thought nobody in any vocation. I've never heard of anybody working 65 years in the same position.
Guinness World Records monitors over 40,000 records. We have a number of different broadcasting records for longest careers, longest marathon broadcasting, but this is a truly unique record. To spend 6 decades with one organization, it shows a lot of determination, willpower, and loyalty.
I talked to him briefly about it back then, and he said, oh, that's kind of interesting. And he didn't know it, but then we got the ball rolling, and here he is.
And at this time, we would like to welcome all of the members of the Scully family who are joining us here at the stadium tonight. And of course, Hall of Fame broadcaster Vin Scully himself. And at this time, we would like to welcome to the field Guinness World Records adjudicator Alex Anger, commemorating his Guinness World Record title for longest career as a sports broadcaster for a single team. 65 years, 5 months, and 22 days.
This is a top 5 life moment for me. It's a true honor for Guinness World Records, and we're glad to be a part of it.
I said to him, you should have gotten bored doing the same job for all these years, but he doesn't, because there's so many interesting people and players. It's hard to believe, and I look at him and I think God has been so good to him. He's given him so much help and such a camaraderie, and it's really overwhelming.
Adding his name to the Guinness Book of World Records in front of a sold-out Dodger Stadium was an extraordinary achievement. But he was just as appreciative of another honor bestowed upon him in front of a much smaller crowd in the town of Taft, California.
We were picked up this morning at the airport and flew in here to Taft. Hi, Andrew. Got that real American feeling of small-town USA. There you go.
Taft is a roughneck oil community with hard-working men and women.
So far,
We absolutely bleed Dodger blue.
Could I get you signed?
Whatever you want, Tom.
It was really cool to get a chance to meet the legend. He signed a ball for me. That ball is going up on my mantle and will never come out, I can tell you that.
Well, now what about the congressman? Aren't you signing balls? What's going on?
They get mine all the time.
Oh, okay. I mean, gee whiz.
Yeah.
House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy is one of hundreds on hand to welcome the Scullys.
We've created a Little League field like Dodger Stadium, call it the Scully Field, and for Vin Scully to be here to dedicate it, it's pretty exciting because here we've grown up listening to that voice.
We felt like it was fitting if we were going to have an icon in baseball, what better person than Vin Scully to name a field after him.
1, 2, ready, go.
This is a Dodger field. It's a Dodger town. And you really feel it, the enthusiasm, the down-to-earth good feelings of the people here. Hi, fellas. How are you? Everyone we saw, they were wearing Scully T-shirts of one kind or another, and you immediately felt very much at home. Hi, ladies. How are you? You're looking good. It was a marvelous, marvelous way to begin the day. Wow, those shirts are really something. His team has to be awfully good to wear those shirts. I'll have to ask the Dodgers if they kind of like to go for a shirt like this.
Walk out here and get a picture with the little Dodgers.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Everybody just is so appreciative. Vince Scully and obviously the Dodgers organization for allowing us to do this.
How old are these fellas and girls? 4 to 6. Wow. That's my favorite picture right here.
Get a handshake.
Yes, my pleasure.
Once the countless introductions are complete and all the photos taken, the time arrives for the dedication of Scully Field.
This is so wonderful.
Isn't this nice?
Oh, the whole place is great.
It's an honor to have Mr. Scully here and his wife Sandra today. Everybody give him a big round of applause.
The whole complex is incredible. A wiffle ball field meant that the little ones, the T-ballers, were ready to play on it. That really touched my heart.
I give you the voice of the Dodgers, but in my world, the voice of America, Vince Scully. Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good afternoon to you.
I'm really enjoying this immensely, more so than I think you realize. We are in the land of the child. All of us have lived in that once upon a time. We can't go back. No passport, no visa, no round-trip ticket will bring us back to the land of the child. But we can get close enough, like we are today in the sunshine, looking at those beautiful people wearing the uniforms. It has been a wonderful moment for me. Believe me when I tell you that. I will remember this crowd far more, far often, and much deeper emotionally than any crowd I have ever seen. Thank you so very, very much.
I tell jokes for a living, but what's happening right now, this is not funny. They're banning books, spying on people, treating the Constitution like it's just a suggestion.
The Constitution isn't a bribe. It's the law. And the American Civil Liberties Union, they're the ones reminding everyone of that in court every single
day. But they, and I mean we, urgently need you in this fight because we're all in this together.
So please call or go online to myaclu.org. Give $19 a month, only 63 cents a day to become a guardian of liberty and help restore and protect our freedoms.
You want to know where your donation goes? To slowing down and stopping the worst abuses of power.
To holding our government accountable, no matter who's in office. And when the ACLU fights, they win.
Freedom of speech, freedom to choose, freedom to be yourself without being harassed. None of that protects itself.
But the ACLU? Well, they've been fighting that stuff for over 100 years. In the courts, in the legislatures, on the streets. And every freedom they defend, every case they win, is powered by people like you.
So come on, friends. Let's do this. Call or go online to myaclu.org and become a guardian of liberty for just $19 a month. Use your credit card and we'll send you this free We the People t-shirt.
You have power. So do something powerful right now.
Join the ACLU as a monthly donor and sleep better knowing that you're not a total bystander. Become a guardian of liberty today.
Because the Constitution is no joke, and defending it.
That's serious business. Give $19 a month, just 63 cents a day, and help the ACLU fight back. Call or go online to myaclu.org.
Traditions aren't just about the past. They're about the future. A legacy that grows because it's always moving forward. Every journey, a new story. One tradition that evolves with us every step along the way.
He treats everybody with a ton of respect. He's looking to talk and conversation, and he's one of those guys I've never seen him outside of like the sport coat and the slack.
During Vin Scully's final Dodgers season, notable names made their way to the broadcasting booth to let the legendary announcer know how much he'd be missed.
God bless you, how great it is to see you.
How are you, AJ? Good to see you. Good to see you.
You got a new fan.
Oh.
You do, it's big, so.
Oh, big.
My son came down to the clubhouse the other day, and he said, Dad, who's the guy who talks about the Dodgers during the games? Was it Vin Scully? Yeah, Vin Scully.
Yeah,
good. Vin Scully. Yeah, he gave me a high five and a hug in the elevator. He's a nice guy.
Great.
So you're a nice guy.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy.
Went up and met Vince Scully in the booth up top, and I mean, what an incredible experience.
Well, my God. Bryce, how are you? That's great of you to come up. I appreciate it. How's that face?
You know, when I was growing up in Las Vegas, watching Vince Scully, announce games, it's just that voice that, I think the biggest thing is he always talks about family on air, he talks about the stories, always has something that nobody knows about.
Listen to the crowd, and then they go, like this, and you imagine yourself running around the bases, and imagine, Vin making that historic, famous call that he's always made.
Yeah, you have a great life. The winning is only fine. I know you too. Don't forget. All right. Just the fact that people come by to say hello and or goodbye, I'm deeply touched.
Who doesn't like talking to Vin? I mean, he's so appreciative of everything. Remembers me, which is, I don't even remember some of the stuff he brought up today.
Sure. Remember that? I was telling him the story on the way up here. Remember when my dog tried to bite your finger off in the hotel lobby? I mean, the elevator. That's like he remembers that better than throwing out Renteria. Right?
Really cool for him to remember those things and remember me. It makes me feel special.
Thank you, Bob, so very much.
Well, it's well-deserved for you. You've been a credit to baseball, to the Dodgers, to the city of Los Angeles, and to the art of play-by-play. He has set the standard for play-by-play sports announcing. That's his legacy to any youngster coming up who says, that's what I want my career to be. I want to be a play-by-play announcer, and I'd like to do it as good as Vin Scully did.
God bless.
You too.
He has, and I pray he will continue to do just that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's from the heart.
We're all gonna love him. We're all gonna miss him. The greatest.
Hi, I'm Steve Garvey, and I've had some great memories playing baseball. And in the home you love, you also have had wonderful memories. But if you're struggling to keep up with a mortgage, maintain your home, or just short on cash, Reverse Mortgage Educators have a special Home Field Advantage program that utilizes a federally insured reverse mortgage. It can eliminate your monthly mortgage payment and convert your home's equity into cash that goes into your pocket or purse. You can remodel your home, pay off debt, or even travel. You still own your home and remain on the title. Just like a million other homeowners, my parents use a reverse mortgage to eliminate their worries during retirement. I trust the pros at Reverse Mortgage Educators, so call them today.
Call now to ask about jumbo reverse mortgages and get our free information kit. Plus, get Steve Garvey's autographed baseball when you close your loan. Remember, no obligation, just education. Call 800-574-8106, 800-574-8106.
Buying and selling a home can be really hard these days. That's why who you work with matters. I recently helped a couple buy their dream home even before selling their current one. They were both very busy and didn't have time to sell the traditional way. HomeLight's Buy Before You Sell program was a game changer. They were able to buy and sell on their own schedule. It was so easy and they were thrilled. See how you can buy before you sell at HomeLight.com today.
We asked women one simple question. What makes a man a gentleman?
A gentleman always pays for dinner, always.
A gentleman looks like they put in some effort. They can't have just rolled out of bed.
A gentleman always holds open the door. It's just good manners.
A gentleman saves himself for marriage.
These days, being a gentleman can be challenging, but smelling like one, that's easy.
Wow. Ugh, that's what a gentleman smells like, okay? Yep, that's it. What are you doing tonight? If he smells this good, he's got my attention.
Gravite. Visit trygravite.com. Use the promo code on your screen to get 25% off.
Can I keep this guy?
trygravite.com.
The season after he retired, Vin Scully returned to Dodger Stadium to take the mic once again, but not to call a game. On this day, Scully was the guest of honor at a ceremony reserved for Dodger legends.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for coming. And I'll try and be as brief as possible and do whatever you want me to do. So here I am.
Ben, how does it feel to be back here today and know you're going to be honored in the ring tonight?
It's very emotional, even though I don't show it. I'm pretty good at looking stoic and meanwhile shaking up inside. I don't see those numbers. When I look at what you would call numbers, I see faces, I hear voices, I see those numbers moving. There's a sense of looking back, and that was my graduating class. Those were the ones who started me on my career. So it is a very, very precious time for me, and I'm looking forward to it. But again, in all honesty, I hope it's brief and get off the stage, and that'll be that.
Forever humble, Vin Scully's induction into the Dodger Ring of Honor was fitting for the iconic broadcaster. And a phone call from the nation's highest office 6 months earlier informed him he would receive another uniquely American honor.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Scully. My name is Josh Earnest. I'm the White House press secretary.
Oh, my gosh. I certainly know the name. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you this afternoon?
Oh, we're fine.
Well, Mr. Scully, I know that you're really busy. I wanted to call and talk to you about something. Every year, the president gives out something called the Presidential Medal of Freedom. It is
yes.
It's the highest civilian honor that any president can give, and President Obama has given it out every year that he's been in office, and he gives it to just a handful of people. And this year, he's going to give it to you.
What a beautiful little town.
Georgetown. Leaves a turn. Pretty.
Very beautiful.
Pretty. Do you remember coming in '88? I remember President Reagan and Mrs. Reagan in front of the desk, and we were all behind the desk. Somebody said, "Come on, Saxy, do it." President Reagan said, "Do what?" "Saxy does a great impression of you." And President Reagan said, "Oh." He said, "Come on, Saxy, do it." And Saxy, perfect timing. Everything was dead quiet, and Saxy went, "Well." And that's all. That's right. Well. And the whole room broke up. Yeah. Funny.
We're off to the sweeping. We'll take a right.
We're heading to the White House.
The president every year looks forward to this opportunity that he has to acknowledge the contributions of a rather distinguished group of individuals who are assembling in the East Room of the White House to be recognized by the president with the highest civilian award that the president can offer.
Today, we celebrate extraordinary Americans who have lifted our spirits, strengthened our union, pushed us towards progress. The game of baseball has a handful of signature sounds. You hear the crack of the bat. You got the crowd singing in the seventh inning stretch. And you've got the voice of Vin Scully.
You're sitting there, and every person around you has had some major accomplishments. And so it's a very humbling experience for me.
Most fans listen to a game's broadcast when they can't be at the ballpark. Generations of Dodgers fans brought their radios into the stands because you didn't want to miss one of Vin's stories. To Americans of all ages, you are an old friend. In fact, I thought about him doing all these citations, which would have been very cool, but I thought we shouldn't make him sing for a supper like that.
It was fun listening to him say that they were going to have me work for my dinner, but he did a great job.
He is an American treasure and a beloved storyteller, and our country's gratitude for Vin Scully is as profound as his love for the game.
I just told him briefly when I got listening to you recount all of the accomplishments of the people up here. That really makes me feel humble.
6 months later, Scully was the only one honored in front of the fans at Dodger Stadium.
Joining those numbers, joining my boys of summer, as Roger Kahn called them, and they are. They were my boys of spring, summer, and fall. This should be the last hurrah, yeah.
Next, the Knights honoree catches up with the team's ace.
Well, we miss you around here, but
thanks.
I'm glad that you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I really am. I'm just so peaceful and happy. I know it was the right thing to do.
I depend on my car, so I take care of it with parts from rockauto.com. Everything I need to know is at Rock Auto. My car isn't rare, but when I fix it myself, it's special.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
What should we do?
I'm going to CashNetUSA.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, we can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need.
Start the celebration this holiday with Blackstone fun and flavor that brings everyone together. Because all across the nation, Blackstone is the way America cooks outdoors. With an enormous variety for your whole neighborhood, giving you the freedom to cook anything,